In an ironic and hilarious twist of fate, Maxine Waters is now attacking President Trump, claiming he's so dumb, he can't even spell his wife's name. This coming from the woman who once called Crimea, Korea. From Breitbart, Rep. Maxine Waters, D. California, claimed on Saturday that President Donald Trump does not know how to spell the name of his wife, First Lady Melania Trump. He's over there supposedly meeting on NATO, Waters told the California Democratic Party's Women's Caucus in Oakland over the weekend. According to the San Francisco Chronicle, he doesn't know a darn thing about it. He doesn't even understand what GDP is. As a matter of fact, he doesn't even know how to spell his own wife's name. Waters was referring to a tweet sent by the Commander-in-Chief on May 19, where autocorrect, a spelling-correcting function on every iPhone and nearly every smartphone device, automatically populated an E instead of an A at the end of Melania's name because Melanie is a far more common spelling of the name. Melania had just arrived home to the White House after receiving treatment for a kidney condition. Trump's critics had a field day attacking the president, and his intellect, over the error. On Saturday, Waters continued to rail against Trump, saying, "He tells us that he's such a patriot, that he loves the flag, but he doesn't know the words to the Star-Spangled Banner, so just forget him, he lies every day." Waters, on this occasion, was referring to Trump singing along with the words of the Star-Spangled Banner during an opening ceremony in January. Trump would sing a few words, then stop singing, prompting accusations that he forgot, or did not know, the words to the national anthem. Did President Trump forget the words to the national anthem? Read a headline from the BBC. Trump attempts to sing national anthem but can't be bothered to finish, wrote the Huffington Post. Twitter convinced Trump doesn't know the lyrics to God Bless America, USA Today suggested. Waters was one of the first Democrats in her party to champion the idea that Trump should be impeached. In June 2017, while speaking at the Los Angeles Pride Parade, which had transformed into a resistance march, Waters led the crowd in a chant of Impeach 45, saying, "He is not my president, he is not your president, he lies, he cheats, he's a bully, he disrespects us all. If he thinks he can mess with the LGBT community, he better look at what happened right here in West Hollywood. I know some are a little hesitant, I know some are saying I'm not so sure, Maxine, that what you are saying is the right thing, but I'm saying, impeach 45, impeach 45.